Structure of the eye, Part 4. The vitreous. The vitreous is a clear jelly that fills the middle of the eye and lies between the crystalline lens and the retina. It may cause floaters as the gel breaks down and moves away from the retina towards the center of the eye. The retina. The retina is a light-sensitive tissue lining the back of the eye. The retina converts light into electrical impulses that are sent to the brain through the optic nerve. The fovea centralis. The fovea centralis is a small depression in the retina of the eye where visual acuity is the highest. The center of the field of vision is focused in this region, where the retinal cones are particularly concentrated. The fovea centralis contains mainly cone cells, each one being connected to only one ganglion cell, which contributes to the highest visual acuity in the retina. The macula. The macula is a small area at the center of the fovea centralis responsible for high visual acuity. Macular degeneration is considered an incurable eye disease. Macular degeneration is caused by the deterioration of the central portion of the retina. There are two types of macular degeneration, wet and dry. The dry form is by far the most common type. The wet form is less common but happens more quickly and is more severe. Macular degeneration is a result of damage to the nerve cells in the macula. The process that leads to this damage is different for each type. The dry form is a gradual process. As you age, the cells in the macula start to thin and break down, and waste deposits build up in the back of the eye. Over time, this damages the macula. The wet form happens when abnormal blood vessels grow in the back of the eye. These blood vessels break easily and leak blood and other fluid under the macula. This can quickly damage the macula and distort your central vision. Experts are still studying the causes for both forms. The main symptom of macular degeneration is dim or fuzzy central vision. Objects may look warped or smaller than they really are. You may have a blank or a blind spot in the center of your field of vision. As the disease gets worse, you may have trouble with tasks like reading and driving. If you have the dry form, your vision will probably become blurry slowly. You may have it for several years before it affects your ability to read, drive, or do everyday activities. Often the first symptom of the wet form is that straight lines look wavy or curved. In the wet form, vision loss happens quickly and can be severe. The choroid is a thin vascular layer between the sclera and the retina. The choroid supplies blood and oxygen to the retina and conducts arteries and nerves to other structures in the eye. The choroid also contains pigment cells that absorb light to help reduce glare in the eye. The optic disc. The optic disc or blind spot is a point in the eye where the optic nerve fibers leave the retina. There is an absence of light-sensitive rods and cones of the retina at this point, so it is not sensitive to light and is known as the blind spot. The optic nerve head in a normal human eye carries about 1 million neurons from each eye towards the brain. The optic nerve. The optic nerve is also called the cranial nerve. It is the nerve that transmits visual information from the retina to the occipital brain where the images are formed. This concludes our structure of the eye.